Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Bergen, and I'm a self-contained English teacher at Saunders High School. Today, I'm going to be introducing literary reading assignments by way of distant learning. But before we get into that, let's get into the purpose of reading. I know many students don't enjoy reading, and sometimes they often ask, what is the purpose? Why do we have to read? So let's take a brief look at that first. Reading literature, it enables us to see the world through the eyes of another individual. It helps your mind become more flexible in comprehending the other person's point of view. Also, it sets aside your own personal perspectives to better see life through the eyes of someone who is of different age, race, or class. So with that said, let's take a look at the first reading that I will be doing with my classes, and it is called The House on Mango Street. So the objective here is for the students to be able to create connections to the real world. They will foster appreciation and promote empathy. The House on Mango Street. Let's take a look at the structure of The House on Mango Street. First, the author, Sandra Cisneros, writes in a style called vignettes. What this means is that rather than chapters, the novel is made up of 44 character sketches or short stories called vignettes. Now you might be saying, what is a vignette? Let me explain. A vignette is considered a lazy poem because it's not really a poem and it's not really a short story. The House on Mango Street is considered by many to be a coming-of-age story. Throughout the story, we will see the main characters transition from childhood to adulthood. A brief summary explains how the main character, Esperanza, is a young Mexican-American woman whose family moves to Mango Street. Here she begins to tell stories about her life and struggles. Some of the themes we will explore are socioeconomic status. This means a person's income and social standing determines their position in society. Gender roles. The duties and expectations of an individual based solely on their gender. We will also be looking at cultural assimilation. This is when a minority group adopts to the culture of the host nation. And finally, we will be looking at family values. A family's background and how children are raised and the way in which they interact with one another. Now, in preparing to read and view video clips of The House on Mango Street on YouTube, I've come up with a concept to help break down the vignettes for better overall understanding. It is something I call OLAS. No, not Olaf from Frozen, OLAS. OLAS stands for O, observation. What are the characters doing? How are they interacting throughout the vignette? What is taking place? L, look and listen. Look and listen to their actions and comments. What are they saying? What are the meaning behind it? Is there a hidden message? A, analyze. Analyze the overall situation. Can you make a connection between what is being said and done? What are the certain things happening? S, summarize. What does all this mean? Does it make sense to you? Can you explain it in your own words? So there you have a brief introduction to The House on Mango Street. If you visit my page at rbergen@yonkerspublicschools.org, you will find the first lesson in its entirety with assignments connected to this brief introduction. Happy reading.